WEIBO has something up their sleeve to take things to Ken, because very interesting bans. As we mentioned, the meta bans of Ken. Again, he is known for the Sculptor. So for you to allow that on the table, and we've seen Sculptor perform so well in this map. Again, the Axe Boy, I would totally understand that. The Anne as well, but wow, just quite the interesting turn of events here. And it seems like they're locking in. They're locking in. They are. They have something. Yeah. I have a feeling. The Perfumer is interesting. The Explorer, I kind of understand, but wow, okay.
That is extremely interesting to see, to leave out the mechanic. I'm very, very curious to see the strategy that is behind that team right here, the team composition. Very, very excited to see the first Perfumer in this tournament. I already mentioned that we haven't seen the Perfumer yet, and very, very curious to see how this will play out. If this will play out in favor of WEIBO, or if this will play out in favor of FPX.ZQ, because now Ken can utilize, especially on a big map like Ever Sleeping Town, especially with all these buildings where you can just utilize these portals in such a fantastic way to get from one point to another one into the action. Right now we have Ken on the hunt and going straight up into the direction of 10, and let's see how this plays out. We can see the rotation is happening, and now we can see Ken is going into the direction of the Cypher machines, trying to find the first survivor. We have the Explorer right here, which could be a very, very good find to slow down the decoding progress of the team. But at the same time, we talked about this, and I want to mention it just really quick. Priestess can be dangerous early game, can be extremely dangerous late game for the entire team. Finds now the scratch marks and the portal, is trying to destroy this portal before anything else can happen right here. And we will just have to see if Ken is going for the Priestess, and it really seems like Ken is going to try to catch the Priestess first.
Wow, okay, the Priestess did a great job tiptoeing to see if Ken would try to jump the window or go out the other side. Using another Holy Key, does not have anyone but anymore, but will be restoring one as we speak. Using it once again to just go around and just cut corners here in the structure of Ever Sleeping Town. Ken forced to go through it to accept that stun. Ad now has to just utilize the structures here with no Holy Keys available to him, but the Explorer is doing a lot of the work here. Eats that hit. The chase still continues, and Ad is buying so much time for the team to decode.
We saw this over and over again. If you want to go for the Priestess early game, you have to accept that decoding is getting done. And there we saw Ken looking for the tram, not wanting to take the hit of the tram. Fantastic job. We can see the Priestess trying to buy more and more time right here on pallets. Again with the pallet, be careful, because there's only one way you can go, and that could be an opening for the sculpture statues. There we go, bought a lot of time. We can see 2 Cypher machines have been decoded. A third one is almost getting popped. We can also see how the Explorer is still on the search for more pages for the Cypher machines, and now we have the first survivor on the chair, which is the Priestess.
Okay, Blue in the vicinity, trying to use his elbow pads to try to close out the distance for this early rescue. Eats that hit, makes her way to the Priestess. The Priestess already loaded up another Holy Key. Excellent exit strategy here, but in Corner House, there's only a few more pallets left waiting for it. The pallet is being dropped. Ken is forced to break it, and now Ad making his way towards more pallets in the exit gate, but again has to bop and weave. Oh wow, gets hit by that pallet, and the Tide Turner will be exhausted, and he will be falling down. Watch out for the train, by the way. Okay, excellent stuff. Again, I think the Sculptor's biggest counter is that tram.
Yes, I couldn't agree anymore. But here we can see that ADD is going to the chair for the second time. Doesn't mean that the Priestess is out of the game yet. There comes the tram again.
Oh my god.
We have seen this playing out in a different way many times. We have Blue trying to come in for the rescue, or just at least trying to keep the Sculptor in place, trying to keep her here and giving the rest of the team the time that they need to bring down the last Cypher machines. We can see that the Explorer is utilizing the entire book to bring down an entire Cypher machine immediately. Now they only have to bring down one more Cypher machine. Which is almost fantastic. We have Blue down, which means the Priestess is getting the chance to live. We have the Cypher machine almost primed. It's coming down
Perfumer.
to this. Will the Cypher Machine be ready?
Oh, wow, he's really trying to time this hit right. But look at this, the Explorer, gets it down, but no, able to get the pop. And look at that, it is the Explorer that goes down. The Priestess, once again, so slippery. Now it is the Explorer's first time on that chair. And look at that, the Perfumer again, just decoding as well as opening that exit gate. We are seeing that chisel to give a little more surveillance around the area. They can go with the 3-1 just to alleviate a little bit of that pressure. And the teleport, Grizzly, is a factor. Will they go for it? They did open the gate, and it seems like they will go for the 3-1.
What an amazing first match in round number 3 right here for WEIBO. We said it. WEIBO really needs to turn the tables around. Really needs to step up their game. And we have seen these two hunters being a very good substitute when it came to... Yes!
Ooh,
yes.
Oh, a shake-up here. Let's
were
go with
waiting.
Violinist. The first one. The first one.
Yes, the first one. We were really waiting for this moment that, you know, a different hunters can overcome this this challenge, I would say, of a new hunter that we haven't seen before. We haven't seen WEIBO utilizing the Violinist before.
Right, of this match, or will we see the overtime? D spawning over here at the center of the map, trying to look for the most prominent target. And I'm just so happy that we're going to see the Violinist, Antonio, making his rounds again, wanting to make his presence be felt here. D making sure he's just guarding all the ciphers that's possible, carrying a variant, it's at a 3-9 trait, so very interesting that detention won't be a factor here. Gonna play out the trump card though, starting things out now, going for the coordinator, trying to just make her exhaust all her resources, which is that flare gun. She's been dropping it now, but I'm pretty sure she's holding on to that right now before the hunter can try to go for a big swipe at her. MK will be able to use that. And also to mention that these ciphers have been being popped, quenching effect being used, going for the teleport right away and getting his sight set on Iron.
There we go. Oh, very nice dodge of that music note. And I have to say, these strings, what we saw before when he was chasing down the coordinator, was really trying to predict where the coordinator is, where to throw down the music note. And these music notes are just slowing down survivors so much. You can see it right now. The Seer slowly making his way to the pallet, and D just catching up to the Seer. He already used his owl. He's trying to accumulate another one, but at the same time cannot do that in time, and therefore takes that hit right here. Still providing a lot of time for the survivor side, especially coordinator was able to loop around 2 times on the graveyard and buying time for the survivor team. So if we look on the left to our Cypher machines, the progress is going on extremely fast. Again, WEIBO D needs a 4 survivor elimination. And there he takes the pallet to the face. Fantastic stun from Iron. Good job buying the survivors more time to potentially get out of here with even more than 1 survivor.
Wow, okay, now D being careful with the pallet drop, and you saw that the Cypher was popped there, but excellent down on that Seer, AK in the vicinity, and D chasing him away. Also, in this Persona trade, he did bring Insolence. He wants to be able to farm as much presence as possible to have this this hunter at his full potential. We are seeing the coordinator push for that. Oh, AK getting a great stun, going for the rescue, and Iron is on his way. Is he going to make his way towards the tram? We are going to see an excellent snipe there off the violin note. Quick down there, was not able to rebound Kite. That was Iron, ladies and gentlemen. D again back on this chair, making sure that nobody is in the area. AK though, and he's bringing Abnormal. Excellent pace control here by D, just to make sure that he doesn't have to worry about objectives being popped.
Very good call out. We had teleportation early game, so they changed to Abnormal can now... We have to see it with an owl. He needs to utilize this owl right now. He was able to get that owl before he was on the chair for the first time, but he really needs to bring it out right now, because else he's gonna get out of the game, and that might happen as soon as he is taking that next hit. And WEIBO D just really needs to concentrate to get out survivors. And Seer just buying so much time, throwing down that pallet right here, buying more time for the survivors. and dodging
Yes.
the skill yet again. Look at the Cypher Machine progress. That's
oh
gonna
my
be
gosh. He's got another owl. Look at that. And AK in the area. Iron just making his way out. One more Cypher remains. Abnormal is still a thing, but the forward will be falling down. And we see that the Embalmer has been the one also pushing some Cyphers here. Long just being chased away from that objective. And Long now dropping that pallet and just eating that Rhapsody hit. And it seems like D is still setting his sights on this Embalmer and not quite just putting those notes for him to slow down his speed. 2 survivors are down. Long using the coffin though to get back up.
Oh, forward is also getting up by the help of the coordinator. We can see that they actually split up the decoding progress on different Cypher machines. We still have the flare gun ready too. What will happen with the tram right here? Nothing.
Nothing. Thank God, right? But the flare gun though, the other threat, the immediate threat was the tram, and now we see that MK moving away because he does not want to play around the railroad area. All survivors are injured right now. Abnormal is being used, but then again, they have a backup plan. FPX.ZQ having that forethought to try to go for another Cypher, and D realizing that the survivors are a little bit too spread out. He's got to go down one. He's got to chase one down, and it seems like AK is in his radar.
Oh, nice dodge of the notes yet again. Seer, who is actually the survivor, who will get out of the game as soon as he goes down, is pushing the Cypher progress right now and almost primes the Cypher, just waiting for one of the teammates to go down, which will be good. No, not even immediately popping that Cypher right here, giving a chance for the forward to kite around. Again, they only need one survivor through the gate, but at this rate right here, with 4 survivors up and running, they just dungeons right here. They just want to split up on the exit gates and getting out these survivors. We can see there's no detention in place. They're trying to keep D away from the exit gate, so at least one survivor can escape. Again, this is... Oh my god, is this going to be a 4 survivor escape?
Holy smokes, the stun.
Utilizing his skill and trying to get another out. Might there be a tram hit yet again?
Oh, no, not quite, but we are seeing a 4 survivor out, Grizzly. Wow.
Here doing a fantastic job. Was able to accumulate a total of, what was it?